If it doesn't hit the strike price, then you can sell that same option again the next week, make the same amount of money or something close to it. If it does hit the strike price, you can either roll it up, or you can actually just you know uh, buy the option back, right? That's why you don't sell all your options, because remember, when you sell options, you want the stock to go up. You don't ever want to cheer for your stock to go down. That means in my opinion, you're not positioned properly. When the stock goes up and hits the strike price, and then let's say you choose to sell, that doesn't mean you lost. That means you made money. You did good. You're selling for more than what the stock was worth when you made that agreement. So you got your premium and you got an increase in the stock price. So so basically, making weekly income selling options means that every week you have some asset that allows you to generate income. That's it. Every week, whether I hit the strike price or not, I've got some asset in place where I can sell a call and make income. That's what I mean by picking a weekly amount. So a lot of times I'll pick a number, I'll say $1,000 a week or 1,500 a week, but it really doesn't consistently stick at the same number every week. It goes up and down. But the beauty of it is that once you learn how this works, you can calibrate how much money you want every week. So, because sometimes you may only need $800 that week. Sometimes you may need $3,000 that week, right? But it's nice to be able to pick and choose how much income you're going to get that week. And that's pretty much how I manage the portfolio. Luther, good morning, Dr. Boyce. What is the best way to make 45K a month on options with 50K to invest? Um, I don't know. Let me see here. So let's say that if we open up the income finder, which again, if you log in at the blackbusinessschool.com, search in your curriculum section, you should find the income finder. And also you can find the options income lounge. I just added that. So let's say that I picked a stock that I was interested in. Let's start with what's one that's kind of fun? NBIS. Okay. And let's say I've got, let's see, 300 shares of that stock. I got 50,000 to work with. Okay, so 100 shares it cost me 12,900. So 300 shares it cost me about 37,000. So let's go to 700 shares, since we got a little money to play with and we got some margin. So there we go. Okay, so using margin, right? That's how you got 700 shares, which actually ends up costing about $85,000. But you got margin, right? So if you do that monthly, and the stock price, if this price is right, 129, and you pick a strike going out a month, let's say a 140, or let's say 145, you can see these numbers here. That's $8,750 a month, or $6,895 a month. I'm not telling you to do this at all, but this is pretty straightforward in terms of how someone with a capital base of that size could generate that $6,000 or $7,000 a month. So if you and your family can raise $50,000, then you could actually do this on Monday. So yeah, so congratulations, happy birthday, you're rich. All right, so let's keep going here. Last question. I see this from Nadira Muhammad. Do you still think that NIO is a good option to buy? Neo. I don't own it, but I don't hate it. I'd have to look it up. Maybe I could put it in the income finder. This is within my budget. It's dropped significantly. Yeah, I think Neo, if it's dropped significantly, I'd be really careful about these, like, falling stars, like these stocks that used to be, strong and now they're super weak, because there's probably a reason why these companies are struggling. And I don't want, I don't know, you don't want to sort of go and, try to date an AIDS patient who's on his deathbed or something. Not that, but if anybody's suffering from that, don't think I'm making fun of you. I'm not. But really, it's kind of like some of these stocks are really, really hurting. And there we go. Yeah, 671. That's such a low price. So let's say that I don't know, I have to own a lot of shares of that to make it make sense in terms of income.